Death Valley. Even the name alone conjures images of a place both beautiful and forbidding, a land where the rules of nature seem to be rewritten. It is a place that has captured the imagination of explorers, scientists, and travelers for generations, each drawn by the promise of witnessing the raw power of the earth. The name itself evokes a sense of foreboding, a whisper of danger. It hints at the challenges that await those who dare to enter, and the mysteries that lie hidden beneath its sun-baked surface. Yet for all its reputation, Death Valley is also a place of profound wonder, a landscape that stirs the soul and inspires awe. This is a land of extremes, a place where the earth seems to bare its teeth. Here, the ground splits and cracks under the relentless sun, and jagged rocks rise like ancient sentinels, shaped by millennia of wind and water. The Badlands stretch out in a maze of color and texture, each layer telling a story of time and transformation. It is a place of scorching heat, endless sky, and a silence so profound it feels almost sacred. In the heart of summer, temperatures soar to record-breaking heights, making Death Valley the hottest place on Earth. The air shimmers with heat, and the vast open sky stretches on forever, unbroken by trees or shelter. The silence here is not just the absence of sound, but a presence in itself, a reminder of how small we are in the face of nature's grandeur. Death Valley is located in eastern California, nestled between the arid mountains of the Mojave Desert and the Great Basin. It is a vast expanse covering more than 3,000 square miles and is part of the larger Death Valley National Park. The valley itself sits at the lowest point in North America, 282 feet below sea level at Badwater Basin, making it a true land of superlatives. It is a land of stark beauty, a tapestry woven from salt flats, sand dunes, and rugged mountains that pierce the sky. The salt flats glisten like a frozen lake, their surface etched with intricate patterns. The mesquite flat sand dunes rise and fall in graceful curves, shaped by the ever-present wind. Towering mountains form a dramatic backdrop, their colors shifting with the changing light. Here, life clings to existence in the most unexpected ways. In the spring, after rare rains, the valley bursts into color as wildflowers bloom across the desert floor. Hardy plants like cacti and creosote bush survive in the parched soil, their roots reaching deep for water. Even the smallest creatures, lizards, insects, and birds, have adapted to thrive in this unforgiving environment, leaving delicate tracks in the sand as evidence of their presence. But make no mistake, this is a harsh mistress. The sun is relentless, the landscape unforgiving, and the margin for error is razor thin. Yet for those who come prepared and respectful of its power, Death Valley offers an experience unlike any other, a journey into the heart of the land of extremes where beauty and danger exist side by side, and every moment is a testament to the resilience of life. Death Valley holds the record for the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth, a staggering 134 degrees Fahrenheit or 56.7 degrees Celsius. The sun here is relentless, baking the ground until it cracks and shimmers. The air itself feels thin, a struggle to breathe. This is not a place for the faint of heart. The extreme heat can be deadly, pushing the limits of human endurance. Only the toughest creatures can survive in this unforgiving environment. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the valley floor, a strange transformation occurs. The oppressive heat begins to dissipate, replaced by a cool, almost eerie stillness. The silence in Death Valley is like nowhere else on Earth. It is a silence that seems to amplify every sound, every rustle of wind, every cry of a distant bird. It is a silence that speaks volumes, reminding us of the power and indifference of nature. One of the most enduring mysteries of Death Valley is the phenomenon of the sailing stones. Across the dry lakebed of Racetrack Playa, large rocks appear to move on their own, leaving long meandering trails in the hard-baked mud. How can these rocks move? Some believe it is the work of strong winds pushing the rocks across the slick surface when the playa is wet. Others whisper of more mystical explanations, of magnetic forces or even supernatural intervention. Death Valley is a place steeped in legend and lore. Native American tribes, who have called this valley home for centuries, have long whispered tales of spirits and strange occurrences. They believe this land holds a powerful energy, both beautiful and dangerous. Prospectors and adventurers drawn to this harsh landscape by the promise of gold and silver also contributed to the valley's mystique. Tales are told of lost mines, hidden treasures, and the ghosts of those who, succumbed to the valley's unforgiving embrace. Standing in the heart of Death Valley, one cannot help but feel a sense of awe and insignificance. The vastness of the landscape, the unforgiving nature of the elements, the palpable weight of history, it all combines to create an experience that is both humbling and exhilarating. There is a sense of danger here, a reminder that we are visitors in a land that does not suffer fools gladly. But there is also a strange allure, a siren song that draws us in and leaves an indelible mark upon our souls. Despite its harsh conditions, Death Valley is not devoid of life. In this seemingly barren landscape, life finds a way. Desert plants, with their intricate root systems and remarkable adaptations, thrive in this arid environment. Animals too have adapted to this extreme environment. From the elusive desert bighorn sheep to the sidewinder rattlesnake, these creatures have developed remarkable strategies for survival. Death Valley is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life itself. Death Valley is a place to be respected, not conquered. Its very name evokes a sense of awe and caution, reminding us that this land is not here for us to dominate, but to experience with reverence. As you cross the threshold into this remarkable national park, you are entering a world shaped by time, extremes, and the quiet persistence of nature. The signs at the entrance are not just warnings, they are invitations to slow down, to pay attention, and to recognize the delicate balance that allows life to exist here. It is a place to tread lightly, to listen to the whispers of the wind, and to marvel at the power of nature. Every step you take leaves a mark on the fragile sand, a reminder that even the smallest actions can have lasting effects in such a sensitive environment. The wind carries stories of survival and adaptation, and if you pause to listen, you might hear the subtle sounds of life thriving against all odds. The sunrise paints the landscape in gold and rose, revealing the intricate patterns carved by centuries of wind and water. Here, the silence is not emptiness. It is a living presence, inviting you to reflect and connect with the world around you. It is a place to learn from the past, to appreciate the present, and to ponder the future. The ruins of old mines and the ancient petroglyphs etched into stone tell stories of those who came before us, people who struggled, adapted, and left their mark on this land. Standing at the edge of the salt flats, you can feel the weight of history and the promise of what is yet to come. Each layer of rock, each artifact, is a chapter in the ongoing story of Death Valley. By observing and respecting these remnants, we honor the resilience of both nature and humanity, and we are reminded of our responsibility to protect these treasures for generations to come. As we venture into this land of extremes, let us do so with humility and a deep appreciation for its stark beauty and profound silence. The vastness of Death Valley can make you feel small, but it also offers a rare opportunity to reconnect with the natural world and with yourself. Walking quietly through the landscape, you become part of a timeless cycle, witnessing the interplay of light and shadow, heat and coolness, life and stillness. The silence here is a gift, a chance to listen not only to the world around you but to your own thoughts and feelings. In this space, we are reminded that true adventure is not about conquering nature, but about understanding and respecting it. Let us remember that we are but temporary visitors in a land that has existed for millennia. The sun sets and the stars emerge, reminding us of the endless passage of time and the enduring beauty of this place. As you walk beneath the vast sky, take a moment to appreciate the silence, the solitude, and the sense of wonder that Death Valley inspires. By respecting the silence and the stories held within these ancient landscapes, we ensure that this extraordinary place will continue to inspire awe and reverence in all who visit, now and far into the future. Death Valley is a land of contradictions, a place where extremes collide in a breathtaking display of nature's raw power. Here, the sun scorches the earth with relentless intensity, yet the landscape is sculpted into forms of astonishing beauty. It is a place where the silence is so profound it almost feels sacred, a silence that holds the echoes of ancient stories, whispered by the wind across endless dunes and jagged salt flats. Death Valley is a paradox, a place that both intimidates and inspires, where the boundaries between life and death blur in the shimmering heat. In the early morning, as the first light spills over the horizon, the desert awakens in a quiet spectacle. The vast emptiness stretches out in every direction, and for a moment, time seems to stand still. The silence is not empty, but full of possibility, of memory, of the stories of those who have crossed this land before. Every grain of sand, every ripple in the dunes, holds a secret, a fragment of the past waiting to be discovered. Death Valley is a place of death and life, where the earth cracks open under the weight of the sun, yet, after a rare rain, bursts into a riot of color as wildflowers bloom against all odds. It is a landscape that challenges our perceptions, forcing us to confront the fragility of existence and the resilience of life. Here, survival is a daily struggle, and yet, life persists in the most unexpected forms, from the tiniest insects to the fleeting blossoms that paint the desert floor. The storms that roll across the valley are both terrifying and magnificent, transforming the land in moments. Lightning splits the sky, rain carves new paths through the salt flats, and the air is charged with the energy of renewal and destruction. Standing here, you cannot help but feel small, humbled by the vastness and the power of nature. Death Valley leaves an indelible mark on all who visit, a reminder that we are merely guests in a world far older and more powerful than ourselves. The desert is littered with reminders of mortality, sun-bleached bones, abandoned structures, the footprints of those who dared to cross its expanse. And yet, there is a quiet dignity in these remnants, a testament to the courage and determination it takes to survive here. Amidst the harshness and the silence, there is also a profound sense of solitude, a space for reflection and self-discovery that is increasingly rare in our noisy, crowded world. As the sun dips low in the sky, the desert is transformed once again. Golden light spills across the dunes, painting them in shades of amber and rose. The rocks of artist's palette glow with vibrant hues, a reminder that even in the harshest environments, beauty can flourish. It is in these moments that the paradox of Death Valley becomes most apparent, a place of extremes, yet also of balance, where life and death, silence and sound, harshness and beauty coexist in perfect harmony. For those who venture into its heart, Death Valley offers a sense of peace that is difficult to find elsewhere. Standing on a ridge, looking out over the vast basin shrouded in morning mist, you feel a connection to something timeless and eternal. The wilderness strips away the distractions of modern life, leaving only the essentials: sky, earth, wind, and the quiet beating of your own heart. In this solitude, many find clarity, inspiration, and a renewed sense of wonder. As twilight falls and the mountains are silhouetted against a deepening sky, Death Valley takes on an otherworldly beauty. The desert glows beneath the moon, mysterious and haunting. It is a place that will forever captivate our imaginations and haunt our dreams, a paradox that invites us to explore, to question, and to marvel at the enduring power and mystery of the natural world.